Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Skeletalk. But of course, I'm not by myself. Kane, how are you, man?
Hello. I'm doing well. I broke my phone, but that's fine. I'm not crashing out this time like the other one. How are you doing, Historia?
I'm doing good, man. And it's a good day when the sun is out, birds are chirping, and we're on time.
We are after 6 episodes. We're on time, everyone.
Yay! But yeah, um, yeah, I'm good, and this is going to be an exciting one. We have the third issue of the Sister Imperator comic to go through. Before that, we got some other bits and bobs. We got the new chapter 21. We can do a little watch through of that and just give our own little thoughts of it. There's not much to it, but we'll still go through it. And interesting little lore tidbit that did get dropped during the most recent Ghoul Bangers Ball video that we can kind of discuss and go back and forth on. But yeah, man, should be a pretty interesting show. Thank you to everybody that's already in the in the live chat here with us. And how are you guys? But yeah, I'm excited, man.
Okay, Dad's in chat. Hi, Dad. I will also say, just to be completely transparent, this week there's going to be no coverage of the Brothers 4. I'm guessing chapters 4 through 6, but we'll be going back to that next week.
Yeah, for sure. So this one's an off week on the book because the comic came out. So we'll go back to the book next week, which should be. I haven't read ahead, so every time that we do cover the book, it's always going to be brand new for me. So I'm excited. And then whenever we do get the final issue, obviously that'll be another break week from the book. And then it'll just be finishing up the book and seeing what comes after that. Possibly the other prequel novel will already be out, so we can most likely do a seamless transition into that, man. So, and that one's really exciting. I love the lore that he's already building over there on the bones of what we know from the band's lore, and just kind of taking it in other directions. It's really
Very
interesting right now. Yeah, to see his flip on things.
Exactly, and it's really fun seeing you during the show, like learning everything for the first time. Where currently I'm a little bit ahead by the tune of about 5 chapters. But it's really cool, and I can't wait for you to see how everything happens. Copia is in chat.
Oh god,
it's him, Frater.
I have to wait until December 2026 to meet that imposter. And now I have to wait until next week for Frater's chapters. Oh Lord.
I'm sorry, Copia.
But yeah, speaking of that, let's start with that chapter 21 that we got just kind of ghost dropped, honestly. Like I don't remember seeing too much of a, advance notice on that just a few hours before. I remember seeing the this video would be live in whatever 2 or 3 hours, and I'm like, oh, okay.
This is happening.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure I found out from the Sleller Fam Discord server, to be completely honest and real, not even just trying to plug that name. They said something about Ghost chapter this time, and I was like, what? That's crazy. Oh, it's real.
All right, so let me cue that up here really quick. Let me change our little overlay. There we go.
Nice and fancy. We're bald. Well, we're not bald. Semi-bald. Monk-like.
Just got a haircut. Yeah. All right, so let's watch this one, and then
chapter 21
afterwards.
That is funny.
Got it?
Salty. I make Mr. Saltarian.
Things well at the new ministry?
It's good. It's doing well. The office is running smoothly here in the new location, and business as usual, and all is peachy. Yeah, good stuff.
Well, Marika says it's coming along very nicely, and V seems to be doing very well out on the road.
Well, I don't know about that. Look, Salty, he's an imposter. I mean, come on. I've seen footage of this guy. He's not good. He's basically, he rips off all my moves. Look at the mic shit he's doing. That's my stuff. That's me.
It's not about you. Every Papa before you said the same damn thing. Must be part of your family, part of your DNA, huh? Let's not forget. It's your brother we're talking about.
Well, it's easy to forget. I never had a brother until now. And now he comes and rubs that brother shit in my face.
Do you want to meet him?
Can I?
Well, anything's possible.
Oh, it's
Let me
the
check.
video has.
But you know he's out on that big tour. You know.
Wow.
There we go. It like disconnected for a bit. Now it's back.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, no, they took us down.
Not again! Not again!
Like, just let us play the goddamn chapter. Come on. It's not even 3 minutes, okay?
Copia, don't take us down, please. You're in chat. You can't do this to us.
Yeah, you fucking do something. Okay.
Bigger than anything you've ever did. But maybe I can fit you in December. Let me check.
Well, I have an opening too in this. I think so. Let me refer to my my calendar. I am pretty busy too. We have a lot of shit happening here, as you can
Oh,
see.
I made a mistake. It's not December. This is December 2026. Let me see. It's like that tourist among us. You know, after that tour, he's going to want a vacation. Maybe I can fit you in for an hour. December 2026. You available?
That's what I meant, or January. After that, next year. After that, like long time. But we know, I'm gonna clear up a moment there, 15 minutes or something like that, and we'll see who's throwing the mic which way.
For good. I have a meeting with your brother. He's so good. I love this guy so much. But hey, we'll meet soon. See ya.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay.
I will quickly say before we dive into our little discussion of that, thank you to Shape in the Shadows for the $10 and supporting Historia. Hey, Ghost Story and Chronicle Ghoul and the Historia Ghouls and Ghoulettes. Hello, Shape in the Shadows. It's lovely to see you again. Thank you for the support.
Oh, thank you so much. And yeah, he's here like all the time. It's awesome. Thank you so much for the support
It's
every
lovely to
week.
see you always.
Yeah. And of course, everybody else in the chat as well. What did you guys think?
Everyone.
What did everybody think of the newest chapter? Not much to chew on there, but let's get it. First of all, they just continue to get like funnier and funnier, man. Like I'm telling you,
I love it.
his comedic timing, and it's just I need to see him in a proper movie, man. Like he really does have, he would do really good.
I agree.
Up as this character, man.
I love it, but at the same time, I feel so bad for Frata. Oh no! Like after learning the lore drop from the last chapter of the Saltarians, like took care of him when he was a little baby, and now he's like your brother. Oh god, your brother. He's so good. Well, at the same time, like disrespecting Copia to his face is like, man. I do have a theory about that, though.
Go ahead.
In Right Here, Right Now, we saw on several occasions that Copia is a not entirely trustworthy narrator. He sees things sometimes as better than they are, or potentially with how Salty was treating him as worse than they are, because his own feelings about V and feeling inadequate and feeling unemployed, demoted, are kind of clouding his mind and judgment that even this person that he knows deep down cares about him as he raised them prefers V, just like all the fans did. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
I guess we'll get into the little tidbit, the little supposed, lore tidbit dropped in the most recent Ball video, because the chapter we just watched, it's still guilty of it. So we get to this point where Vanessa's walking around. She sees this woman with a t-shirt, that at the back they put the quote "fucking V," and then she's like, What she tell her, like, it's actually Papa 5. I was actually instructed by Papa himself to make sure you guys are getting it right, that it's not V, it's 5. Yet, even in the chapter we just watched, it's V every, like, nobody says 5
V.
at all. So, so that's very interesting. That supposedly the proper way to say it is 5, but everybody continues now to say. I mean, we started really saying V because we got it from the chapter, like that. That fucking V.
Fucking V.
We're like, oh, I guess it's V because I was always saying Papa 5. So,
I was sticking to my guns on V.
yeah, exactly. And then my little thing of how, because you said, well, that doesn't make sense because there hasn't been 4 other perpetuas or perpetuas, however you want to say it.
Well, it hasn't been 4 other papas in general. There's 5
Or-
other papas.
Well, yeah, but the numbering started with primo, whereas it doesn't start with the nil because it's 0 basically. So, so I guess we did have 4. But what I was going to say that I learned recently with the new Papa, in real life that just got elected or chosen. I don't know what
the
to call it.
Pope.
The Pope, yeah. They choose their names. I did not know that.
Yeah.
So if you really think about it, why he could be 5, the 5th Papa in this lore, yet have a different name and not have the Emeritus, is because he just chose a different name. Because I didn't know that. I thought it had to go, like, I thought each of them, that was their last name or whatever. You know what I mean? I never really looked into how that worked until watching the TV, and I was like, oh, because they're explaining why he chose the name he chose, and that's where I discovered, oh, they get to choose. So then V or Papa 5 chose Perpetua, so you didn't need to have 4 other ones or 5 other ones, whatever the case may be. I mean, it makes a little more sense to me. Obviously, they haven't explained that to us, but I think in my headcanon, now that I found that out, maybe that could work, right?
Potentially. I'm still gonna call him V because like Papa 5 or Perpetua is a bit of a mouthful, and I stutter badly enough as is. Hence,
Yeah.
Papa Pink Pony Club.
God.
But we'll see. We're gonna see how it goes. I hope we learn his name, like what V could potentially stand for, or
Yeah.
because like Copia's name isn't Emeritus. None of their names were Emeritus. That was just like a title.
Yeah.
So I hope we get to see what happens.
I guess he just chose a title that's ironic, maybe one where egotistically it's like, ooh, this one's like eternal, I'll probably be here forever. Yet Tobias said in an interview, like, the funny irony will be like he'll have the name eternal, yet he's
Won't be eternal.
He won't be eternal. Another person's gonna come in and supposedly be eternal. So that's the irony of it. Whether that's actually something he's doing or just a funny little little thought that he had, who knows.
We'll see. I'm excited,
but
I'm also especially excited. December 2026 to January 2027. Mark your calendars. Something's happening.
Yeah. or January, after that.
And after that,
15 minutes.
I don't know why. Oh, that's a good question. I don't think personally, from the way that Tobias talks about doing the movie, I don't think it's going to be a movie. If anything, I think it might be more along the line of the chapters, maybe an extended one back to one of the longer ones that we get rather than these short, punchy ones. Or potentially a music video. Where it's just like them doing something. Like, wasn't one of them described as a duet? From Skeletor, I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe we get a music video for that, and it's those two just bonding. And if not, I would love to see how they get along, especially because, like, I think Copia doesn't dislike V as a person. He hasn't met him yet. And plus, he doesn't have any other like family by blood. They're all dead. They're all gone. His uncles, his dad, his mum. All he has now is his brother. But he feels demoted. He hates V, not because he's V, but because he's Papa. He's in the spotlight. He's Perpetua. And also, he's already gotten an accolade for Ghost, and Copia didn't get any of them.
Yeah, he now has a #1 album I'm sure that's going to be one that they continue with going forward. Like, hey, he got us a #1 album, and you didn't. Like whichever one got the Grammy, that was on their resume. Yeah. But
this guy's done better than you did. Fuck you.
I think if they wanted to do a movie, because some people said here in the chat, like, that's for something that's just like a music video or a chapter, maybe even an extended one, maybe that's a bit too far away in advance to even plant that seed already. That's why it's kind of perplexing. So you're almost in your head making it like, okay, if it's this far in advance, it has to be like a big deal. In terms of the movie, I know you discounted it real quick. The reason I think it could be not that it is, could be possible, is you can mix a couple of your ideas, where an extended chapter, if you do an extended chapter but just kind of cut it up a little bit, then you technically have the same length as the backstage segments from Right Here, Right Now.
That's true.
And what made that one really an ordeal and have to be, was the first time that they set aside 2 concerts where phones were banned, and they specifically knew these are going to be for the movie. Whereas now, you could almost take concert footage from any of these tour locations, because now they're all phone
bangers,
So you can kind of do
damn,
you can kind of mishmash. The movie could be like, oh, one song was performed in Manchester, another song was from when they were in this location. It doesn't even have to be like the continuous same location. And then you just play those chapter footages. Either they do the same like backstage, or maybe like these events that we're seeing in the lore happen, at the ministry, whatever have you. So it could be. I'm with you that I don't think so, because to go right into another movie when he was already
the other one only broke even.
Yeah. But I guess cost-wise, you wouldn't have the extra cost of, maybe the whatever they did for those 2 concerts, where like now their whole tour is a really good stage production. Their whole tour is phone free. So like in terms of that, there's almost, nothing that you just pull your concert footage. And so it's just whatever, chapter footage you're going to shoot.
Yeah. And they already have a publishing company now. Like they have Popcorn, so they could reuse that. They really genuinely could. Maybe release it with Trafalgar again. It's very possible. To be completely clear, I would love for it to be another movie. I would kill for another movie and have it like on my little shelf right next to Right Here, Right Now. It's just I'm being cautiously pessimistic, so that I can be surprised when whatever happens.
What I just thought right now, so we never saw what happened when supposedly he's trying to get in through the door. Did that just never happen?
No, because they haven't met.
Yeah, so I'm like, so then he never got. They're just like, oh, try again another time. Just go away.
He's got tours to be doing.
It's like I guess when they finally do meet, it could just literally be the continuation of that scene, I guess, because you never really knew when that scene took place. Like, what if the scenes we're seeing now happened before that?
Could you imagine? It's like they take a new spin on it, and it's like, no, they just haven't met for over a year. These 2 brothers, and it starts and it's like you're with Perpetua to begin with, and Like you see a door and Curfew goes to open the door and it's stuck. But because Curfew's Curfew, you just hear like, shit, fuck,
Oh my god.
hello.
I guess we're all in the dark. We don't know. We do know they'll meet. So they'll meet in December of 2026.
Or January 2027.
Or January 2027 for around 15 minutes. But
so close. So
but
not far in the future.
yeah, well, so it didn't give us much. Another tiny little was, he said, I've never had a brother before.
Yeah.
So you kind of alluded to before we went live, that almost does confirm Tobias's comments from that one interview that the other papas were siblings to Nil and not his brothers, because he wouldn't have said, I've never had a brother.
Until now.
Until now. I mean, technically people could say, like, he just didn't feel close to them. They were so, the age was so far apart. It's like, all right, now we're just moving the goalpost. I think they're trying to tell you he never had another brother. Like,
yeah.
it's just
however, I do get like kind of wanting to shift the goalpost, because there's been a lot of like really fun or cool or cute ideas in the fanon because of them being brothers.
Yeah.
Especially like even Copia's own little, like the first time we saw him when he was showing off the 8-track for Ceremony and Devotion, he had so much hate in his heart for Tozo, which just doesn't make that much sense. If Tozo was his uncle, he didn't talk to that much.
Well, as we've even seen with the comic and just everything right now, literally the whole lore is just subject to change. It's it has that little warning right there where, like, don't etch anything into stone. Everything is subject to change, as we'll see when we start reading the this issue 3.
I will also say I have a rant, a small one. Sorry, something just came back to me regarding, it's ghost related. It's actually Skeletor related.
What's that?
So,
what is it?
I have a ton of cassettes, right? I buy a bunch. I love them. They're all my babies. I adore them. I got the Skeletor cassette, which is like, for a cassette, it was kind of up there in price, right?
Yeah.
And as I've complained about before, there was no J card or anything cool. There was nothing. Out of all of the cassettes I have, all of them, and some of them date back to the 80s. My Guns N' Roses one is almost the exact same one my dad had when he was a child. All of them play fine. All of them work great. The Skeletor one fucking exploded.
What?
Yep. Reel just came straight out. It won't go back in. It's fucked.
Wow. They're like, it's a collector's item. You're not supposed to play it.
But please!
Why would you play a cassette in 2025?
Yeah. It got caught in the thing, but because of how it was, it won't wind back in. I've tried everything, and I'm pretty sure there's like a little scratch on our, like a snap in it.
Yeah.
So it's not going to play no matter what, which sucks. It's going to have to stay just on my shelf as a little collector's item. I've gone back on my word of maybe Tobias Forge doesn't want me dead as often. He wants me dead still. This was personal.
You're just having the worst luck with this cycle so far. You're just...
Perpetua hates my ass.
You couldn't get to the midnight drop for the damn thing.
Don't bring that up ever again.
Physical editions haven't been up enough. Oh my god.
You just inflicted psychic damage upon me. I forgot all about that until right now.
That's what I'm here for, to remind you of your psychological torture from the past.
Oh, my heart, it wounds, it bleeds all over the peace field, and I faint and die, and I hit my head like Chuck McGill. I'm running. It's happened again.
Damn.
You know what?
They need to go to another company. Like, RCA seems pretty damn good right about now. RCA, come on. Don't you want 2 bands that are number 1 RCA? You got
Well,
one already.
who else does RCA do? Is that Sleep Tokens?
Oh yeah, and they got number 1, baby, by a long shot. 130,000 units. I'm just saying, Ghost got 86. You beat them by like half of what they did.
I do think Ghost has outgrown Loma Vista by
Yeah.
quite a considerable margin. Also, I listened to Sleep Token for the first time the other day.
Oh really? Oh nice.
Yeah, it's not my thing, but I like the aesthetics of it. I'm not a Sleep Token fan, but I can see why someone would be.
Yeah.
That's how my
Especially
dad talked
somebody who's
about
just
Ghost,
into
by the way.
many different genres.
Yeah.
It'd be something that's up your alley if you're like if you like the going in from one to the other. It could be your thing. Yeah.
I do recommend everyone here to listen, check out Sleep Token. Why not? It's just not personally my thing, but it's very much so Historia's thing. You actually did a video on Even in Arcadia, didn't you?
Oh yeah, and surprisingly, not as much hate as I thought. I was like, oh no, uploading that onto a ghost channel, it's gonna be a freaking bloodbath in the comments. Surprisingly, no, people were like, so for the most part, like 80%, either in favor or at least respectful. They're like you said, it's not my thing, but fair enough. And I'm just like, that's fine if you don't have to like it. But then you have like the 10-20% that are just idiots that are just like just elite, like, no, it's not metal enough for me, or don't even call this metal, or it's hollow. All right, don't ever say another artist is hollow just because you don't like it. Like, come on, dude. Like, we don't need to get to disrespecting other artists. There might be genres I don't listen to, but I'm not gonna say that
just bash them for no reason.
Yeah, like, but come on.
Apparently, we one of us was called a beautiful man. Apparently, that was Historia. Historia was called that.
For what?
I don't know.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take a beautiful
Hell
man.
Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. I'm trying to plug your channel and videos, and and you're I'm slowly fading to the shadows for my next not ghost related project that I've teased to you about. So I'm trying to push everyone to you.
I'm still intrigued. Is it still music related, or?
Yes, it is
So are we
incredibly
also
different.
About another group?
Technically.
Ooh. So I'm not the only one that's looking at other looking at other
music.
Yeah.
I'm looking at other guys in the bleachers. That's what's happening. It's going to be one of the most different things I've ever made. Not like my usual content. So that's why it's going to take like 3 to 4 months to really make, just because I need to get props, costuming, the script finished, checking legality of some things.
What the fuck? What kind of big ordeal is this? Damn, it'll be ready in December 2026.
Yeah, could you imagine if I somehow worm my little way into the Ghost, into Ghost? But yeah, I'm doing something. It's going to be a bigger project. I might make merch for it. Why not?
Oh.
But until then, watch Ghost Historia. It's pretty cool. Makes good videos. But, has a pretty good upload schedule too.
Not as of the last couple of weeks. I was like, all right, I did like 50 in 2 months. I gotta call. I had to like kind of relax a little bit, but yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, at least we got these streams, so these keep me going and keeps some type of content on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. But yeah, I'm excited to see what that is, man. That actually sounds really cool. You're going all out for it. That's awesome.
Yes. And if it fails, I'm leaving. Nah, it's gonna be cool to do. Very, very fun.
Nice. Oh yeah, somebody brought it up. There's actually a new. Have you heard of this? There's a new band that just dropped a song called President. Have you heard of that?
I believe the band's called President, is it not?
Yeah, the brand. Sorry, I meant to say the band's president. The
How
song was
dare
in the
you misspeak?
It's all of a sudden, man, they see these masked bands are the ones that are hitting number one. It's all about being anonymous. So yeah, they're an anonymous, even though now we know who the singer is, but I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah.
Masked band, and yeah, it's they more took off of. They're leaning more towards the sleep token side of it, but they're a little. It's at least that song is a little heavier, like it has more metal elements, but it's I guess we'll see where that goes.
I haven't heard the song yet, but that's very interesting. Maybe we should start our own masked band and get a number one and get a movie.
It. I would play it here, but I don't want to get
not another coffee strike.
Taken down. But their mask is basically reminds me of one of the Papas, just without the makeup. Just like an older gentleman face as a mask, because it's just the president, I guess. Whatever. But yeah, that's it. And then and they all come up with their slogans. Like for this one, it's like you go to Ghost for rituals. You're gonna go to presidents' campaigns when you.
That's cool. I like that. That's fun.
You go to their concerts, and they did say worship in the song. They knew what they were doing, because sleep tokens thing is to tell you to worship. So I was like, I see what you're doing there. You're trying to get the sleep token fans.
I was just gonna say that. That's news I forgot about. We could talk about this.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up, Shaping the Shadows. Yeah, there's apparently gonna contribute to a Queen tribute. So that should be very interesting. I hope we get to have some type of footage of that. I don't know. I don't think we have many details on what they will be playing, unless you do. But that'd be something to keep an eye on. That should be pretty cool.
I believe it's this month. I might be May 27th. I believe it's soon.
Let's see.
So we're gonna hear Perpetua cover Fat Bottom Girls in my perfect history.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine with like the squeaky vocals that Perpetua has? Oh, sorry, you haven't been to a ritual. Sorry.
Wow. Just turn that knife just a little bit. It's okay. I brought up your past trauma, so it's okay. We both inflicted wounds on each other today.
Yeah, it's not the last one of today either.
We're like
your back, Jerry.
It's like, all right, you stab me and then I'll stab you. That went a little too deep, man. I'm feeling too good.
Stop bleeding out in my chair. Bleeding out in the Denny's parking lot.
Oh my god. Anyways, let's get into unless anybody's got anything else, maybe I'll bring up issue 3. So let me get that ready. Let's see.
Do I have to do the music again?
No, I let me change the overlay. A little wonky for a couple seconds. Bear with us.
I'm trapped in the box. I'm in the cube. There we go.
There we go. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right. So we got issues. Good. Yeah. Okay. No. Come on.
Technical difficulties, everyone. The performance of ages chronicles Dad's son. Oh. I don't even have a name.
All right, so
I've encountered an issue with the UI.
Let's see.
I can't read that.
Oh, I dropped it down a little too low.
Oh, how dare you! Everyone pointing Duke Astoria.
We're gonna go to
Old reliable.
The old reliable overlay. What's going on with my screen? Fix. Wow, they're
All
really
right,
like, you're
music's
not
back
doing
on.
this. Come on.
Music's back on. Hold on. Where's my soundboard? I can put on music.
What?
Hmm?
Let's see. Come on.
There we go.
There we go. But I cannot see a dang thing. What is happening?
We cannot go one stream without something
It's
going
like
wrong, or there being
freaking-
some technical
my-
difficulties.
Browser's like blacked out. I can't even see.
He's gone blind. His story has gone blind.
No, what is happening?
Fish.
Oh, was that you?
Fish.
Okay. Let me try refreshing the tab. Wait, no, because that'll mess up the entire stream.
While you do the technical stuff, I'll distract the audience with jingling keys.
There you go. Okay.
Is everything okay? Right. Oh, we have reanimated Terzo in chat. And Terzo and Kopi are in chat. Don't start fighting, you two. Too much self-pleasure, I'm told, causes blindness. What have I stumbled into? I feel like a teacher at a bad school. Talk about Martin Persner. I don't personally know much about the guy, but he seems very lovely. He was part of Ghost for a long time, helped write and was rhythm guitar, I believe, until Meliora. He was wonderful, a pretty good guy. Talked about his time with Ghost after he left, and makes music with Magna Carta Cartel. Lovely fella. I don't know too much more about him. Sorry.
All right, I will apparently have to stay out of the studio because the studio is just not wanting to work for me.
Oh,
so
damn.
I will stay over here on the Kindle side. And yeah, for some reason that tab's like doesn't want me in there. So like, no, this is.
But can you still like see everything?
Yeah, I can see the I'm on the Kindle tab, so I can control this, and hopefully by the time we're done, it allows me to go back to the studio. They're like, no, you're locked out like freaking V right now. You can't get in here. All right. So you can see this though on your end. Everything's better.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Okay.
I'll let you know if anything goes wrong.
Cool. So like before you do the other characters, and I'll do sister, or how do you want to do it?
I think that way works out fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you ready to dive right in to
Yep.
Sister Imperator Volume 3?
Yes.
What are you looking at? Are you waiting for something?
Just thinking about how life can sometimes deliver exactly what we need.
I guess that's some consolation, since we can't always get what we want.
You've developed a sense of humor so late in the evening?
I just report things as I see them.
Or hear them, hopefully. And I think that's still me. Although I have been trying to paint you an accurate picture.
Think you can just make a fool of me and leave? You didn't need any help with that first part. What did you say to me? I said, let go. Take that guy. Leave me alone.
Not that you actually seem to be there this time. Oh, it's always the same. I didn't need to see this. But what came next was the important part.
Women, right? But fuck her, yeah? Maybe I will take you instead. This is the place, man. I'm not sure, man. party. Ugh. Hold on. Can I help you? We're here for the party. You know, party, disco, chicks. Oh, right. This party. We've been expecting you. Whoa. Suddenly tonight is looking up. Oh. Can it be?
Like the freaking goat man in the
Go,
back.
man. we can't play it, but imagine a very muffled dance macabre is happening in the background.
Yeah.
Just wanna be with
You always come through for me.
I do?
Always. He needed to be here. You made that happen.
Ooh, ow. Wait, what? Bro's complaining.
We do need to talk about what the heck. So what are these?
Stop! We'll get into that. I don't know. I don't know if they're vampires or just cannibals.
I know, that's what I'm like.
I want to be them.
You want to be them?
Yeah. I'm going to steal their entire vibe.
Oh my god. You want to be biting that guy's neck off?
You know it. This
only the beginning. And sadly, that was all the Dance Macabre we got, which is what we got in the preview. I was hoping we would get a little bit.
I was hoping we'd get some more too.
Yeah.
Pull on a shirt.
Yeah, they're like, no, this is what you want. This is what Kane wants right here.
Well, you do not have to call me out like that. You're not wrong, though. My hands are out. Neil, get over here.
I'm not sure why I can't resist you.
Might be my winning personality, my charm, or my...
All right, dirty dog.
We're having a chapter 3 of the Brothers 4 happening again. Okay, it's my charm.
Speaking of, you did do a very good job bringing in the target. He didn't give you any trouble?
How did you make that happen? I'd only heard rumors, and I didn't bring him anywhere. He brought me.
Wrong. Amy set him up. She knew what he was like too well, but he wouldn't have gone alone. So thank you for that. I like how you can't remove the pillow from that area.
Yeah, damn. I'm not sure he deserved what he got, though. He grabbed her, but he's the one who got slapped. Honestly, I've seen a lot worse, even in public.
Oh, believe me, he deserved much more. How could he get more than what he got? Behind closed doors, he was a sadist. Amy has a twin. They were once identical. He's careful, but he likes an audience. He wouldn't have attended alone. But with someone to impress, he couldn't resist.
That is a fucked up line, though. They were once identical.
Yeah. But I needed his wingman to be someone I trusted. Otherwise, how could I have let him leave?
But how do you know these things? He obviously wasn't the first.
I have my ways. Don't look at me like David Schwimmer. Don't you start.
He looks different every time we get an up close thing with him.
Every battle, it's like Who's this different gentleman in here continuing this
This isn't
conversation?
Nell.
I also have an idea.
This is the real reason I'm here, isn't it?
Not the only reason. Tell me. Do you
You
trust
like
me?
jazz?
Do you like chess? Do you like
And they
sleep?
don't want to get you. Has an American Psycho moment. I do. What is that?
Shh. I'm trying to concentrate. This has to be right.
You do have an eye for stagecraft.
I learned from the best. Your father, your sister, the whole troop. Hold still. You want to get poked? Hey.
The last one looked good to me.
Good isn't good enough. It's got to be right. We want this message wrapped up in paper so pretty no one can resist unwrapping it. The church does that. Why not us? This is it. There's just one more thing to do. Your face keeps changing
Imperator,
every
that's
panel.
blank. What is that? This show and tell? My
Yeah, this music changed my life. It lit my fire, made me me. Now no one seeing you perform will ever forget it. That's power. Don't you dare waste it.
he's got the white eye.
Oh.
And they've changed the costume. It's not just a crucifix, it's a crucifix.
Yep. Yeah. They're like, yeah, we'll update it. We'll update it.
Yeah. I do like this change.
She already hammered out the logo. She already had the sketches, the jeweler, like, please make this G thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good ass logo, I get it.
1 year later.
Show them some appreciation. Where's sister? She said she'd be watching tonight. Not sure. She was here earlier. Please, have mercy.
You want some? You should have shown some.
His penal. You evil bitch. I think you broke a rib.
Maybe consider that before you drag the next unwilling girl off the dance floor.
I'll see you in hell.
Don't promise me a good time if you can't deliver.
I need to get my soundboard working with just horrible visceral noises.
Like whack.
Live tonight, Ghost. You're back.
Where else would I be? Especially when they're on fire like tonight. But where did Nail get to?
Look amazing tonight. Just... What did you just call me? It was a mistake. I slipped. You admit it. You called me by her name. I'm sorry. It was an accident. That's what you said last time.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Oh, there you are.
I've been looking for you.
Yeah, I was like, yep, here we go.
I'll do it. I'll be the sacrificial lamb. Where were you tonight? I didn't see you when I came off stage.
I was here, just stepped out to talk to someone. Where were you? I couldn't find you when I came back in.
I was just back there, thinking about you.
Hey, technically, he's not wrong.
Oh. That's hard to believe.
What is?
That you'd settle for just being another groupie after you'd spent time as a star.
That's not how it was. Not at all. It was more like we were each other's calm in the eye of a storm. Both of us always focused on the message and the music, making sure they were the same thing. We needed people to know there was freedom to be found, a way to feel wild and joyous without the false promises of the church. So many institutions make an industry out of lying. They convince people they can't claim their own power. We never did that. Our faithful came to us out of love, not fear. If only we could have held on to that ourselves.
Hey, baby! But you saw how she was dressed. She obviously wanted.
Go ahead, keep talking. You're making this easy. But I kept getting distracted by other things. God.
What did you get up to last night?
This? Out with friends. You know how crowded dance floors can get. Jesus Christ.
Looks like a tattoo of a kidney.
It's like a vigilante of the night.
Yeah.
I have a better question, though. Where were you when I came home last night?
Hey, not fair. You can't expect me to just sit here waiting for you when I could be out with friends. Lame
Were
bastard.
you out with friends?
Were you?
You're impossible.
You drive anyone mad. Which is not without its charms.
How about we both stay in tonight?
They're doing a bit more than kissing, sorry.
Oh, the screen went black for me.
Ah! It just went black for me.
No, they're like, he said it, they're doing more than a kiss.
Oh, it's blocked out. They're having sex. No.
What?
Everyone close your eyes. Everyone close your eyes and imagine that it's going to be okay.
No, what are they doing?
You don't want to know. They're making copia.
No, it's like
And
legit.
better.
Like I
Maybe
legit.
it's the next panel. Maybe it's just a...
Are you kidding
Oh
me?
no, it broke! No, no.
See, I can go back to it and I can do previous, but it.
Maybe
hold on,
refresh the...
let me make it full page. Come on, come on.
Alright, well...
We're buffering, we're boofering.
Oh, they're kissing each other's guts and going down like Holy Mary.
Oh my god.
Um,
In the shadow of the Nazarene.
the future's a foreign land, but my bedroom isn't.
Oh my god.
I'm
All right, let me
going...
stop sharing this. Let me refresh.
Alright. Technical difficulties, everyone.
Oh, now it
Um,
works. Okay.
All right, technical is it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's okay.
They're like, no, we're just kidding. We're just kidding. Come back. Okay, it allowed me back into the studio for a second. Let me share the Kindle. Okay. All right, can you see this?
Yeah. This is you.
Okay. It should have been easy. Ghost was taking off, drawing larger crowds every night. The word was spreading. But nothing ever is easy. I wanted to keep reading, like, nothing is ever easy. It's like, why did you say it backwards like Yoda? But nothing ever is easy. The music. The music. He made that look easy when he was up there. We're clear now on what will happen if you ever hit her again. but there was still so much injustice in the world. So she's on this this country tour, just vigilante.
Yeah, that is teeny tiny down there. I feel like we're doing something here. Like this is the start. Oh, okay. Like this is the start of something real. Stop it! Just don't laugh at me.
You had to give me a moment. I was just letting you appreciate.
It's really nice art. I like the ghouls in the back.
Yeah. Oh god. It was clear that our music, our message, was changing something out in the world, but I couldn't help noticing that sometimes a more direct approach was still needed. Okay, I don't know if gunning somebody down in the streets is really the way to go.
It's a direct approach.
Oh my god.
Besides, I'm pretty sure they all deserve it.
Now you're getting somewhere.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Hollywood, 1969.
I like the voice you.
It's over. The band, us, all of it. I saw you, you know. I can't do this anymore. Take your things and go. Then she walks out and he says, there you
go. He looks so shocked.
This one cracks me up.
What? Heard there was some crazy bitch trying to ruin business, but you are not what I expected.
I don't care about business. What is happening here? This became like a martial arts movie.
She's kicking his ass. World star.
But he's got moves too. Oh my god. I care
Why is
that
he dressed like Kazuma Kiryu?
Oh my god. I care that you use the cross to get people to trust you. And then you sell them. Remember doing freaking Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
So you think you're any better? You're protecting that belly? Get yourself knocked up, huh?
I'm not in the mood to listen to this today. Maybe you'll shut up if I knock out a few teeth. And now we're back to regular life. Oh my god, what? It's just... Oh, that segment was so good. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I've come to talk with you again.
Holy, now we really gotta...
I'll be gone by the time you get back. If you change your mind to meet me at the studio, it's too late to cancel recording today. I hope you do. Oh, my neck hurts. Listen to me. Oh, no, that's you. That's you writing.
Listen to me. I just can't. Half a year later.
There's twins in there.
Oh. Ow. Okay. I read all about this. Women used to do this without hospitals. But Jesus, it hurts. Maybe I didn't think this through. Get a hold of yourself. You're as ready as you can be. You know what to do. Oh, you're right. Can't enter this world without pain, but I can make sure there's music too.
For the way that the twins came out, she must have put on both aha and bark.
Oh, they're like, you be okay. Sana, sana. No, who? Dreaming. Twins.
Those ugly ass babies.
That's what I'm about to say. I
Got
thought
full
this.
eyebrows too.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Mine was not that ugly.
I keep on forgetting that you have a kid.
So do I. I'm like Neil. Like who? How many do I have? What?
No.
2? Thought I had 1. I thought you'd never both get to sleep this time. Babies, no. Please. Please, please, please stop crying, please. Please. Shut those. Oh, wait, that's you. That's you.
Shut those kids up. I'm going to call the county on you. Don't think I won't. High production over here. Let's go.
What am I going to do? What if they really do try to take you? My son's in the foster system, raised by some religious hypocrite like my mother? No, I won't let you become everything I fought against. I won't. I love the face going on right there.
Rage, anger, hatred.
Oh god, ugliness.
Also, their eyes aren't white. One of their eyes is normal. And Nils seem to be just a costume. So what's the deal with that now? Sorry, this is kind of just breaking the flow off, but I need to talk about this later.
What do you want this time? I'm a little busy right now, as you might have known. Jesus Christ. What? Why won't you ever just tell me what you want? I can't do this alone. Yeah, man, this is fucking giving me anxiety. Holy shit. I need help. I need... Oh, right. Yes. Near a small town in Eastern Europe. Oh, now. You stop crying.
They're here, they're here. I've missed you so. Now let me see those babies.
You've done so much for me already. Always. What I'm asking now, it's too big, but...
Nonsense. What else is a sister for? You'd have done anything for yours, yes?
But you're not... We're not. Not really.
Family is what you make it. So I was always taught. Besides, if I'm not mistaken, these two look an awful lot like my rather rakish brother, no?
Well,
No, do not say if you do not want him to know. They will be safe here. Loved. No matter what, but as his sister, I must tell him if all doubt is removed. You understand?
I do.
I imagine that's Perpetua. That's just like looking like he's making
like,
business decisions on the right.
He's so zen right now, bro. Oh my god.
You're gonna blow your cover, little baby genius.
Jesus. Boss baby.
Oh, I heard this is where you were hiding the babies. I love babies. Here, tread for a minute. I know he missed you. Let him have his cuddle time. You see? They're in good hands. Perpetua was raised with a snake.
Oh my god. It wasn't easy to leave them with Marika. Had I loved them even a little less, I would have kept them. Oh my god. But there was no end to the wrongs that needed righting. No end to the men who hid behind God and wealth and privilege to prey on others. I don't know if 2 wrongs makes 1 right, but
Nah, I'm with her the entire way. Get their ass.
They called me a devil, which meant they were starting to pay attention. But goddamn, was it hard work to stay that angry all the time. Why did I shift to like a...
Yeah, like you're going to talk about your 40, 150.
All of a sudden I saw the country guy and I
was
was like, oh, out in the damn rain.
I love barbecue.
The evil I'll watch cloak itself and good. Never rested though. So I didn't either. And I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Just fucking tweaking out.
I'm like, leave this guy. This guy's like, goddamn, get away from me. Did you just randomly trip on the street? What happened? What now? You saw me just fucking trip back there. Will it ever be enough to have avenged you? I know. Keep going for the future, not just the past. Change is always hard. Make the world better for all children. I know. They look hungry to me.
Yeah, I'm starting to see their bones. That's fucked up.
Is there someone you need me to take care of in there? It's like, yeah, I killed you just because my ghost sisters just pointed in your direction.
I mean, if we're being real, they're like actual ghosts, like honest to God ghosts, so I'd do it.
Or was I wrong? Was showbiz always the answer after all? To be continued. And that is it.
Yep. We got one more after this.
One more.
What are your general thoughts on this one?
I don't know. They're like 50-50. Hold on, let me get it. See if it allows me in the studio. Yes, it does. I think I have to reactivate the background again. Let's see.
Oh,
There we go. That's what was going on. Okay. Wow, I missed 135 comments. Jesus Christ.
Jesus. So did I. I wasn't looking. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know. I'm torn. I like it. The things that took place are pretty cool. I love I guess she kind of formed. It was her idea to form the band. So you like I've told you, you get some things answered, yet other questions are brought up, and then along the way, some things are getting like retconned.
Yeah.
But on the whole, I thought it was pretty cool. I love seeing more of her and Nil, which is what I've been asking for. You kind of see where, how that dynamic took place, how it was toxic. You got to see the birth of the twins. You got to see, where she took the twins. So you did get a lot answered in this issue if you really think about it.
Yeah.
So honestly, not bad. What about you?
I enjoyed it. I feel like mixing like Sister going full Punisher wasn't exactly expected. Like I get it, but also a thing that I found was weird was like the devil hasn't been mentioned yet. Like in relation to the band, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I thought there was going to be more of it finally coming in because we saw the Dance Macabre. It was freaking dark.
That guy got eaten.
And then you saw. I mean, you did see the goat man in the back, which he is in the music video as well.
Mm-hmm.
But in the music video, it kind of makes it seem like he's kind of like the one running the this party and the evil shit that's going on in it. But here it's just glossed over. They kind of just show him in like one panel.
He's just chilling,
eating him, and then no explanations given after that. And I'm like you said, no other mentions of the devil. And I'm like, what is the message? They're just talking about spreading the message, but I'm like, what is it?
I feel like the message that they want to spread, if not necessarily the message of Satan, is that there is like a sanctuary and a safety that you can go to that is for people that isn't religious. And there's no persecution. There is like safety and security, and you can be whoever. Which, especially in like the 60s to 70s, was a very important thing to put out there.
Yeah.
But I feel it kind of weird to like kind of navigate around the fact that ghost as a thing is inherently devil-tied.
Yeah.
Like
it should be at this time, especially.
Oh yeah. Like this is when it should be fully embroiled of like they're Satan worshippers.
Yeah.
They spread their message through the music as well as other messages, obviously. Like the one that Sister Imperator wants to personally get out there on her personal behalf. But actually being like, trying to welcome followers to the cult isn't really brought up. And I feel like that's a bit of a shame because I'd be super stoked to see something like that.
It almost seems to me like they're trying to backpedal the fact that there was so much attachment to Satan and just satanic imagery and just Satanism in the beginning. Where like we've mentioned, you hardly even see it in the recent music. So I think maybe it's a conscious decision to not even really focus on that. Because at the end of the day, like you just mentioned, pretty much what supposedly, some Satanist thing. It just depends. There's so many different, flavors when it comes to that. But it's all about like what you said. It's all about like here you won't be judged. It's not by, you're not going to be, run or controlled by some big overly religious institution and things of that sort. At the end of the day, that's kind of like the message. So they kind of just were like, well, let's just extrapolate that and just kind of brush to the side all the satanic imagery and elements. And we'll just not really make it important to the creation or to the clergy itself anymore. So I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that.
I feel like that's really weird to like sanitize the satanized of the whole thing, especially because like if you go from Ghost's whole discography, like they were like lessening the devil stuff, but it was obviously still there. I'd say the least obviously being in Skeletor, but that can be explained as like it's a personal album. It's about more feelings and how and how people feels with the only one that really going outwards being Marks of the Evil One. But if you go like full like, oh well, the devil isn't really, a big part of it anymore, even though in the story Frater is the head of the clergy, which is a satanic cult.
Yeah.
And if you go listen to Opus Eponymous, their first album, you just get Lucifer.
Yeah.
So it's weird to backpedal so heavily.
It does seem like that's what's going on, that they're backpedaling on it, and it's a conscious decision to not. I mean, they probably just think that stuff's not going to be mainstream, that even in a comic form and just any form, the lore, the band, that you have to backpedal on that stuff and not make it a big piece, because then it's not going to be commercial. It's not going to be commercially accepted. You see what I mean?
I understand it, but that doesn't mean I have to really.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I'm just
like.
Yeah. I guess I can see what they're doing because it's kind of obvious. Because now it's like all of a sudden now you're having this huge focus on her being like some freaking like worse than the Punisher or like the Punisher,
The Punisher who goes after sexual predators, which honestly, good on you, Queen. Go get their ass. Yeah, I love that.
But it's just so it's mainly like showing you like, oh, dangling these keys over here, like, oh look, she's killing sexual predators and we're all about this message over here. Just well, what about the Satanist stuff? Don't worry about that.
That logo is quite literally an inverted not pentagram, crucifix, which is the typical imagery associated with Satanism. Not that it's the most accurate one; it's just the one most heavily associated with that and the pentagram.
It would have been easy to have even in this very story explained why she would have gone towards that, because the regular institution, the good church, is the one that actually is the cause of the death of her sisters, her father. You know what I mean? So it would have driven her to do the opposite one, to join the opposite church.
To be fair, that was touched on with like, if the church can do it, why can't we?
Yeah.
And I know Tobias does believe in the idea of Satan as a form of what's the word I'm thinking of? Revolt, revolution, pushback.
Yeah.
It's like more of a punk symbol kind of deal. So that does still make sense with the Satanism tie, but it's just weird that there's no freedom. Exactly. There's no like mention really so far. Like, it's the intrinsic ideas are some there, but then again, maybe it's the whole thing of the devil's in the details. The fact that there was the devil-looking guy in the background, the fact that the crucifix that he wears is the upside down one. Like, maybe it's just like detail things that Imperator isn't imparting to this random journalist to not seem entirely crazy.
Yeah, I guess that could be that this story is being retold. We're not experiencing it in real time. So like you said, she could be purposely withholding back on the more, like you said, devilish or satanic little details, and just getting to the meat and potatoes of what it's supposed to represent, whatever freedom or whatever it is that they're actually going for. So yeah, I guess that could be the case, but I swear to God, if Opus is ever pretty much, I mean, at this point, it's almost like two different bands. Like, I already know I'm never going back to anything like Opus, but if it's ever like, it's like you're on the cusp of pretty much making it non-canon at this point. I swear.
I think they might justify it with like perhaps some of the papas before were simply more into Satanism as a concept than others.
Yeah.
Like, they could give Primo some character and just have him being like the vessel of the message of Satan. And wait, because also I just saw Hot Dog put in Satan Lucifer Osculum Obscenum during Kiss the Go-Go. So Satan's mentioned in Nil's songs.
And yeah, so it should even be prevalent in Nil's because I mean, you watch that music video, they have a lot of satanic looking elements even in that little opening black and white portion. And then obviously like that, like some of the lyrics there in the actual song. So I don't know, man. It's just kind of weird. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying it's
blood sacrifice, which is canon. Like, they ate him. We're just talking past it. They ate a man.
Yeah. Well, did she say she let him go?
No. That she said that he deserved worse.
Okay.
They turned him over. Amy turned him over to Nil. Nil brought him to the party. He got eaten by vampire cannibal women.
Yeah, I guess we won't. The world may never know if they were, because I doubt there's actual vampires in this world in their thing. But I guess it's just very. I guess that's the most satanic thing that we've seen is like these fucking cannibals or whatever the hell they were. I don't know. It's just put out a freaking board. Yeah, we're looking for women that are okay with biting a man in the neck and eating him. Call, please.
Majestic Hot Dog also just said something I heavily agree with, that they bit off a bit more that they could chew with this comic. I agree. Especially considering you've got to cover Sister Imperator's backstory, which I know there was the whole like making of the band aspect, but I was excited to learn more about her as a character, and them also having to cram in Nil's backstory, and also cram in the making of the band, and also why the band is here. It's like it does feel like so much is happening, and they should have had like another good 2 more issues, like to flesh these ideas out. Because right now it does feel rushed, I'd say. A lot of things happened in this issue. The twins are around. We saw Copia as a baby. He looks ugly. So does Perpetua.
So there's so much pressure now on the last one to really kind of like wrap this up with a nice little bow. So which is probably not going to happen. Yeah. But
No.
Goulet has a point here. The first issue was incredible, though, and seemed promising. It really did. It was brutal. Like, I'll always be like, wow, that the first issue really surprised me. And then I guess it's just been kind of like starting with 2 and now 3. There's still really good stuff in there, but then there's just questionable things. And like you said, maybe trying to cram a little too much. Or maybe another series, maybe focused on Nil, would have been good and would have sold well. I mean, it's Nil, and then maybe kept them a little bit separate. Which I like seeing them in here, but like you said, I think they're trying to cram too much in, maybe too little time. Where
too
maybe
much of a good thing.
If they would have gone longer, we had maybe 6 issues.
I think 6 issues would have been perfect.
So it's like, well, you kind of did it to yourself, only wanting to go for 4 issues.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things happening with Ghost right now. I feel like this is like really trying to set the groundwork. In my opinion, Ghost is undergoing a grand rework.
Yeah.
Since we talked about this a little before we officially started the stream, when we were just chilling out in the studio. I think Ghost, as of right now, half of the chapters aren't canon. Everything before Homecoming is dubious at best, because that's when we found out, like, Copia, he was the brother of the other ones at the time, at least that's what was speculated. Nil was their father, when that isn't canon anymore, officially.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot changing, but I really hope it does land pretty well. Like, maybe it seems rushed right now because this is the first of a few. Because we're getting that thing in December 2026. Like, maybe it's all just building up to be like what the brothers are going to do after this and who they are.
Yeah,
but
like
at the same time. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Oh no, I was just gonna piggyback off of what you're saying. Like, it could be just some restructuring, something, a trip a little bit, but it's part of a larger plan that we just aren't aware of, because it's gonna just slowly unfold, and maybe they do have this mapped out. It might feel chaotic right now, but like you said, it could just be part of something larger that we're just not aware of right now.
It's possible. And I think with the fact that Tobias has said the lore is ending soon, trademark, which I think it's in the next, obviously, 2 to 3 years. I do think that things are trying to wrap up, which does include reworking stuff from the beginning, stuff that didn't really necessarily fit well. Like if Prima Secondo, Terza, Copia, Perpetua, we're all brothers. 1, why does Primo look like that? 2, why are Copia and Perpetua the special ones?
Yeah. I mean, some things do make sense. Like we've said, it in recent years, there's been this importance and focus on those twins, or one, it was just Copia for a while, where you were asking like, well, what's so important about this son of his compared to the other three sons that he had that they were even okay with freaking killing.
Yeah.
So
I also think for sure that they've retconned the whole. Although I love it, and in my head it's still canon. It's just Nil not being a fan of Copia being the front man. The whole like father's father, father's father's father, father's 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 father. Like Nil's bloodline going on for so long. That's
yeah,
definitely not canon.
like some people
and
were
if it's
trying to
canon,
explain it to me in the comments, but I didn't understand really what they were, because they were trying to justify it that line still works even with what we saw in this issue. I really don't think so. I mean, obviously
no.
he's he's not even referred to, but to us he's the first Papa in this whole thing that we just found out was created by Sister. This isn't something that has had this long, centuries long, thing that maybe they just use different sides. Like we were thinking. Remember, we're like, oh, maybe they thought they could spread it through a circus. They could spread their message that way. Then they discovered, oh, maybe music is a better option now. No, it just seems like the idea for this whole thing just stemmed out of Sister. Just using elements and theatricality that she kind of picked up from her time with his family in the circus.
Her personal hatred of the church mixed with the theatrics of the circus,
Yes.
mixed with Nil being Nil, really.
Yeah, pretty much. So that sucks, man, because honestly, looking back now, that means as soon as issue 4 is out and this is done and dusted, the lore, like, pretty much we can make a brand new lore video, and it's going to be completely different to the lore video that you have up.
Oh, no.
But
not another one.
What do you mean?
My one bit of social ghost credit is that I made like a pretty big ghost lore video, and it's pretty much all wrong.
Yeah, I just thought of it right now. I was like, wow, Kane's video is almost pretty much null and void now.
It's fucked. It's so fucked.
It really is.
It's
so much of it doesn't even apply anymore.
I'm quitting.
Hey, at least now when we do an updated one, you can use panels from comics and other stuff. But yeah, it's going to look completely different.
It's going to be probably the same length, because if I make it, right here, right now, was like the big focus of that one. But obviously it's out, so I can just kind of breeze through Copia's section. Not as much as I did. Kane's whole career is gone now. Yeah, the only up-to-date videos I have are How Hot Are the Papas and V Has Arrived. That's my two. And my unlisted video.
That damn lore video was my retirement. That was it.
That was my retirement plan. I don't make money off of that one.
I know.
Sorry, this is random. Yeah. Very random thing. That video that I like that got pretty popular. I cannot monetize.
Was it because of the songs that you used?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have sang them like my original idea.
Yeah.
I'd be a billionaire. Nah.
Once I entered the YouTube space with music seems to be more of a pain in the ass to work with on YouTube than other, because I've done channels on movies, on things like that. Dude, I literally would spam in the background the same movie trailer for the franchise that I was covering, just to run. So, whenever you don't actually have specific visuals you're trying to depict to people, but just to have something on screen. People in that community that also covered it, they would just spam the trailer, obviously with no audio, and then you're just talking about whatever the hell you're talking about. Completely fine. I can't run a fucking ghost music video with no audio. Why? I even put a fucked up filter that makes it look like my 1996 TV.
Oh, also, I don't think we ever said why we changed the intro, like publicly.
Because of the same damn thing. And these were cover songs. These weren't even the actual tracks. And they're like, it sounds like it.
Yeah, the cover that we had for our intro sounded enough like Ghost that they got copyright hit. So that's why the intro has been different for the past couple episodes. It's really difficult covering things related to music on this.
It really is. Yeah. I have to use still frames from music videos, from everything. So we cannot really play. The chapters seem to be okay. I ran some of those quietly in the background, and those were okay. So the chapters are good, but if it's a music video, no. Because remember, some of those chapters were like blended into the Kiss the Go Go video.
Yeah.
I got copyright on that. So it started as a chapter, but it technically it was a music video, so they got flagged. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah. It's a whole thing. It's annoying, and
It reminds me of the Lacroba incident. They took my ass down.
They got your. I wish I could have seen that live. You and Ghoul must have been fighting for your life.
And you know what's funny? Our audio was recorded, so in replay, I thought, oh, whenever YouTube officially took our visuals down and just took us down, that was it. But no, me and her kept talking. We're talking in the backstage. It was still picking everything we were saying.
Oh goodness!
Oh no! So
this is where we invite Ghoul to talk about that episode. Could you imagine? We'd have to make a whole new UI for the three of us.
Yeah, what intro for her for YouTube? She can take it down. Thank you, Goulet, for being the good luck charm.
Yeah. Oh god, it's so rough. There's being on it. I know this is like me being, oh, woe is me. I run a fucking YouTube channel. Everyone have sympathy for me. There was a point where I was like, it's not viable to cover Ghost a lot. I want to make these videos for my friend Aurora, and they get striked or they get struck. I might just make other things. Like there was a point where I was seriously considering making a video that had live action elements covering the game mouthwashing, like planned and everything. And that's part of why I kind of took my long ass break.
Because you were kind of debating what your channel was going to be.
Do. Yeah, I'm still debating
there myself. I've been there myself, but I ended up like create other channels because I don't know, like I end up like you, like wanting to either something's not viable or I get into something and I feel like talking about it with the people that I like sharing stuff with, but you kind of forget, oh, they only want to hear me talk about this other thing, and you got the whole algorithm to consider. Like I did Sleep Token, yet that video didn't even reach 1,000 views because my channel's the algorithm is made for Ghost. It'll push it out if it's Ghost. It's like, is it Ghost? Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Sleep Token. What the fuck is that? Yeah, no. Yeah.
That's why like I want to make other things. I was gonna make a whole video inspired in the style of this channel I really like called Bisley. I love Bisley channel. Where I was going to talk about the YouTube show Big Top Burger and how it fundamentally changed how my brain works, and why I will occasionally sit in a dark room to myself and giggle and just go burger. But then I was like, then no one's going to watch that. It's pointless, and it would never go out. So I just let my channel rot for a little bit as it's doing now. But I have a bigger music-related project planned.
I mean, that's good. It's in the vein of music, but even at the end of the day, man, if you want to transition to something, if for one video it's not music, I say just who cares? It's your channel, and if you're doing this for fun, you're not, like looking this isn't what you're doing for your, your career or whatever.
No,
if it's just kind of
5.
Yeah, so it's just like, and who cares? Like, if somebody doesn't watch something, but you had fun putting it together, it gave you satisfaction, then who cares? I think I'll start doing that with the channel as well too. Like, I'll just talk about what I want to talk about. Like we're not always going to have, like we've mentioned, we found these books, but we were almost like, what the hell is Skeletalk even going to be about? It's kind of like they're going to, the news is going to run dry for a while. How can you viably have a channel that you maintain, consistently?
I remember it was at the end of one of the Skeletalks, slightly, where we were like, and now I don't know where we're going from here. Oh, it was a Skeletor one, the one where Skeletor came out, where we were both like, I don't know what's happening. And then after the stream ended, I remember very vividly that we were both like, what do we do? Do we take breaks? Do we take a week off? Do we do this like every a month now? Every 2 weeks? What do we do? Like there was like a very uncertain air of Skeletor. Johnny Bush is so far, I think, keeping the weekly format alive.
Yeah, thank you for Johnny Bush. Yeah,
everyone thumbs up Johnny Bush.
Because I thought of expanding to, I think I might have with, since me and you right for the moment we're kind of doing like the publishing side, we're doing the books.
Your mics went all strange. Sorry, what was that?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So I was thinking of kind of doing another stream throughout the week where maybe it was me and Ghoul, who's been a host before, kind of just deep diving into, since Skeletalk kind of became like the publishing, we're focusing on the books and things at the moment. So we have our content. We just wouldn't have the time. So, but not only Ghost, so like Ghost in there, but also delve into other albums from other bands. Like I said, something that just interests me. Like not necessarily just stick to one, but I don't know. That was the idea I had.
Yeah. Just expanding out there. Talk about things that you like. I think it'd be great if you did that with Ghoul. Ghoul seems to be a fantastic host. And I think they would suit that well.
YouTube's like, we don't like her. We'll put her on and we'll sit down again.
Ghoul is actually the key to getting things copyright struck.
Yeah. So it's I didn't know that. I didn't know it was so tough over here in the music side to try to cover music stuff on YouTube. You have to be tiptoe. Will you pardon me? Oh, anyway, they're like, copyright. We're like, son of a bitch.
No, I'm not Tiny Tim. I'm Grown Ken.
I'm Big Tim.
I'm Big Ken.
Okay. But anyways, yeah, this just became me and you like literally chatting. Like
we were just talking, man. We were. Yeah, sorry everyone. You were just kind of being a voyeur to our personal conversation there. We just had a very candid moment there.
Cooking.
I don't know whether I should give out the general vibe of what it's gonna be. Of like,
that's up to you, man.
It is going to be far more like a documentary than what my stuff is now. My stuff right now is heavily inspired by the works of FX Lauren, and talking like that in that format. This one, I imagine, like shots and scripts and things of that nature, and collecting footage to show, including finding the legality, because this will have a very big push towards physical media and preservation of media. How I could potentially get this video onto VHS and sell that as limited merch.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that would be kind of tough.
It would be a fun idea, but also I think it would kind of blend well of like, if my channel ever goes down, or I just leave it abandoned one day, if you like my stuff, you can have it physically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a very big stickler for media preservation right now, and that's kind of a very big thing of this next one that I'm planning, which I've asked you to be a part of. You're not sure who you're going to be reading for. I know exactly who you're reading for.
Oh, nice. So it's part of this
Yeah.
project. Okay, cool.
That's the big project I was on about when I was like, it might not be soon, but it'll be at some point.
I was just like, I might need your help. So.
Oh yeah, I never realized how weird that must have been. To like out of nowhere, I was just like, hey, I might need. What did I say? I might have been like really melodramatic. I'll find it.
I can actually like read it word for word.
Yeah.
Let's see here. He said, "Hey man, just so you know, in the future, I might need your help with some voice work over for a project I'm working on. Reading quotes, things like that. It'll be a good while before that project comes to fruition. But just so you know, I might call on your aid at some point." I was like, what the Oh my god. Oh, that was funny. But yeah, I was like, yeah, of course. But it was just
this
like,
project is not going to come out for a good few potential months. But I have ideas, and even if it doesn't turn out perfect and it's flawed, it will be a very good thing for my head to like get out there. And if you hate it, shut up.
hey, you try it once. If as long as you're happy with it, and if it didn't work, it didn't work. So I found out, like I said, with that putting out something that was finally not ghost related, it didn't really work too well in terms of views. That really demoralized me. Not really. I just kind of put it out because I wanted to.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll keep other chatter to this, like maybe just streams or where it's not really affecting my my regular video algorithm, or maybe I'll make videos that are other topics. I'll keep them at members only, so it really doesn't affect my regular videos. If people don't want to, they're not going to be there, so yeah, I don't know, man, because I just have fun with this chat. So
yeah,
if they're okay kind of joining me on whatever, freaking we can even play video games. Like, I literally don't care sometimes what we do.
I was thinking of pitching an idea to you at one point of like, because obviously we're gonna run out of ghost things to talk about.
Yeah, and it's
when
okay
it gets to like
every now and then.
Maybe when it gets to like spookier season, we do spooky related things.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe read like a horror story or play a horror game, and you can all witness me being a big baby bitch in real time. Oh, that's just something. It'd be a cool idea for future stuff, because I like this chat and I like talking to you, Historia, and it'd be a shame to kind of end it just because, well, Ghost hasn't released an album.
And now they told us, don't wait for something big till December
2026.
What am I waiting for? An Avatar movie here? What the fuck's happening? Like,
Avatar reference.
Oh, Avatar.
Like the last Airbender?
No, like the
Pandora, yeah. The blue people.
Oh my god. Yeah, trust me. You want to find Bear like you got nothing to talk about? Yeah, become a content creator for the Pandora Avatar. Where they give you nothing and they delay the movies over and over. They're like,
that must be hell, dude.
2031. I might not even be here. So
calm down.
Oh my god. But yeah,
you gotta stay alive. Gus is still making music.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah, we're okay. We're okay. We're
good.
Fine.
We're chilling.
Yeah, because then to also have just news from them all the time, it you need to build it up to that so the next cycle feels exciting. If there's just something all the time, it becomes more just normal, and it's not there's never any hype because it became just another Tuesday.
The same thing over and over again. Oh, there's another drop.
Yep.
rather than like, holy shit, a drop.
But not to once again talk about ST, but what they have the fandom right now on like what is happening, because I don't know if anybody keeps up. So the thing dropped, right? Like a week ago, whatever it is. Right now they still have the fandom solving puzzles. Where that's what I'm telling you. You got to go to RCA, because whatever the heck's happening over there, or whatever marketing team they got, they're geniuses. So they're like, okay, you go onto Apple Music and you get a message. Hey, maybe start paying attention to the song's lyrics, because maybe there could be some hidden messages in there. And you're like, what the hell? So you
I love
start
that.
seeing every 12 hours a different song on the album. Everything is lowercase, but randomly there's an uppercase letter in one of the words. And then you're getting these different words. We're now on like day 3 or 4, and finally it ends with like the battle continues. And they even make a Instagram, the band makes an Instagram post with that thing, the battle continues, and everybody right now is theorizing it's a double album. We're getting another album. So I'm just like, I'm still not even done on the hype
That's
on
cool.
that. And
Yeah, that's great.
It's cool. It kind of keeps it going for a little longer.
It keeps that luster for more stuff happening, especially when it's like trying to solve things, and like there's always like more, like a further horizon to push through.
Exactly.
This isn't music related, but what you said there of like having to like find out things reminded me very much so of I don't know if there's any fellow Gravity Falls fans in the chat, but when the Book of Bill released, there was this thing where like there was a fake website called thisisnotawebsite.com, and you'd enter that, and it would be like you'd have to put a password in, and the password was the name of the like optometrist from The Great Gatsby. You'd have to find that out, because The Great Gatsby just has like 7 pages in the book for no real reason over the new angered Bill Cipher. So he just gets he Great Gatsby's you. And then when the site actually came on, it was this computer that you could type words into, and you'd get more lore, more secrets. And sometimes you had to search the same thing over and over again, and you'd get a different result. And it was really cool. And all that from a book for a show that ended like 30 years ago.
That
and totally not like 8 years ago or something.
I love that stuff, man. I love that because you can solve these things with like, especially if you're in the community, like if you have a say, whether you're on like these Reddit forums or whatever, it's fun. It becomes like a group activity to discover these things, to like figure them out. That's so cool, man. See, that stuff is like what really would like have me so happy. It's like all that little stuff. I showed some things to Ghoul like that, and she's like, nah, this is I don't like puzzles are hard. Like,
I get it, Ghoul.
Cool. Like you said, because you can have somewhere it's like it references this historical figure or this thing, and then in a way it just got you to think about things you never would have. You learned so many things just trying to solve this one thing, but in a way they got you to learn about 4 other different topics that if they just would have said, yeah, you should probably go dive into this, you would have been like, yeah, I'll do that next Tuesday, and then you never do it.
Yeah.
So I like it. Pretty much similar is what they, before the first single dropped this year for the ST. That's literally what they did. There's this website. It had a code, or it had random letters on the page, and it was like this random weird website. And everybody, you would choose letters, and you have to try to make the right phrase. Obviously, if you got one wrong, it would reset. People are like, there's like thousands and millions of combinations this could be. What somebody literally had to do to solve it is enter the website's code, like where you can see like the bones of the website. And there was literally a picture made out of code of a gate in England. And what that gate was is like this famous monument in England. And there was a phrase on that monument, and that was the answer to the fucking website.
That's really cool. I like that a lot.
Well, it took them all over from monuments in England to then that was only the first part because then you got another puzzle that took you to you had to solve stuff about the Griffith Observatory in freaking L.A.
That,
and it was crazy, man.
not to bring it back to Gravity Falls, they did a similar thing to that. I'm not shitting you.
I swear to God, if he got inspired by the Gravity Falls,
I wouldn't be surprised. There was a thing.
Probably
So when
not.
Gravity Falls ended, there was like this shot of a statue, like a real life statue, in the woods, right?
yeah,
And you might have thought that was just like a little thing. No, this was a multi-year long planet trotting like alternate reality game. We had to solve clues. You'd have to go back to clues and like you had to count how many eyes there were on a tree in just a drawing. There'd be something in Russia, then another thing in this other place, then this place, and you would slowly but surely track down this one statue. But it was a communal and globe spanning effort, and it was so cool.
Dang,
And
man! I actually got to check out. I've always heard of it,
dude,
and I've heard it's such a good show, and
it's really good.
even in my line of work, where I work for Amazon right now, I keep seeing people still purchase some every single day. I see so many things that they're purchasing of Gravity Falls, where I'm like, this show ended a while ago.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But
it's
like
still got that
more
love
books
to
and
it.
stuff. It's cool.
I do recommend it with my whole heart.
I'll have to check it out. Definitely.
Mm.
Sounds like
If you want to keep this podcast going, you better start watching.
Oh my God! Ghoul
Without
it's gonna make it a Gravity or Gravity Fallen, Gravity or Gravity Falls,
Gravity Falls podcast where I do my worst Grunkle Stan impression.
God.
You won't get that, but I do.
But yeah, man. I mean, yeah, pretty much. If you have to delve into other things, you know what? You just talked to me so passionately about Gravity Falls. You need to make a video of Gravity Falls.
I was thinking it.
So much passion behind it right now. You literally pitched us on a Gravity Falls Kane coverage.
Gravity Falls is absolutely homework. A bar, I see that. Richard Goulet, never watched Gravity Falls? You should. We should all watch it. We should all absolutely watch it. There's only 2 seasons. It's not super long. Do not look up anything about the show, especially characters, because you'll get spoiled for things. Like, it's so good.
2 seasons? Wow.
It was only 2 seasons and it affected people that much.
Yeah, I was about to say, such a cult following. I would have thought at least 5 or 6 seasons. That's great. So now, and it's not too much homework, is what I'm hearing. So I'm I said, I have to dive into it and
I mean, there's 2 books. There's Journal 3, which has like ciphers and hidden codes and things in it like that, and the Book of Bill, which has much a similar thing. And it's so good. It's this massive branching thing. It's what got me into law, really. And like wanting to find out the story behind things.
Exactly. That's awesome, man. And that's pretty much what I'm into. Like that's why I'm hearing this and I'm like salivating. I'm like, that's what I want. Give me what I want.
It just happens to be in a kids show, but it's there.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's so good. I recommend it with my whole heart. Watch it. Watch it. Everyone. We can all talk about it. That's homework. There's no deadline. Just watch it and enjoy it.
Nice. But let's see here.
I just went on an impassioned rant.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I was like, what? This should be one of his topics he covers in the future because you know all about it, and I'm sure maybe you'll teach some other Gravity Falls fans something, or just make new fans, make people
maybe
new.
Yeah.
You already made one out of me. I'm already gonna check it out. So
you should. Goulet asks, "Is it similar to Adventure Time?" Not really, other than the fact that it is an animated show. The premise of Gravity Falls is that there are these twin siblings, Dipper and Mabel, that their parents send them off to go stay with their uncle over summer. Well, their gruncle, their great uncle Stan, who is this like con man who owns this tourist trap called the Mystery Shack in a town called Gravity Falls, where strange shit keeps happening.
Hmm.
You meet gnomes, you meet gods. It's fine.
You're selling me on it, so
You need to
there
watch
you
it.
go. Sounds good, man.
I feel like once every podcast I get really impassioned about things that people should watch. Also, read Junji Ito. Read Junji Ito's work. That has nothing to do with anything. I just like his stuff.
Let's see. Is that like a like novelist or
Manga artist and novelist.
I was about to say it kind of sounds like a manga, yeah.
Horror. Full horror.
Oh, nice.
Made some monumental works. I'd say his most pivotal work, surprisingly, is a short story. Because it seems like a lot of people in the internet horror space know about the Enigma of Amagara Fault. Very great short story. Read Uzumaki, read Gyo, please.
Yeah, those like Uzumaki has always been on my list.
So good. Don't watch any like manga, the live action. I mean, anime, the live action movie. Just read the manga. I beg of you. Rocco is surprised. His story doesn't know Junji? I feel like everyone should. There's like two sides to a coin. There is I believe is it Miyazaki? The guy that does Studio Ghibli?
Yeah.
And then on the other side is Junji Ito. It's like two sides of the same coin, I feel.
Okay. Yeah, I have all the Studio Ghibli stuff. I love them.
Is it Ghibli?
What do you mean? Like you're talking about the animation studio, right?
Yeah, I said Ghibli. Is it Ghibli? Have I been pronouncing it wrong?
I've heard it either way. I've heard Ghibli or Ghibli.
The Totoro company.
Yeah. Yeah, Totoro, Castle in the
Spirited
Sky.
Away.
Can't say La Puta because for me in my language, puta means something. Yeah.
I don't. So, I am blissfully stupid.
So that it was like technically their first Studio Ghibli movie was Castle in the Sky, but it was originally called La Puta, Castle in the Sky. But because of Spanish language countries, they're like, hey, puta means like like bitch. Like it can be like the bitch castle in the sky. So it's just Castle in the Sky.
It's a bitch castle in the sky. Mile High Club.
I know, like, because the other movie people think is the first Ghibli movie is Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind, but it was technically made before they made the studio. It was kind of like what really gave them the funds to start the whole studio. So, but I still include it as a part of the library. But yeah, I love those movies, man.
I need to watch more. I think I've only really watched. Is Ponyo Ghibli? I believe so.
Yeah,
Ponyo's Ghibli, Spirited Away. Yeah. That's the one everyone's seen, and Totoro. I haven't seen the other one.
I think Ghoul used Spirited Away gif on like when she entered the Discord, like when the doors open. In front of that main character to the bathhouse. I think she's like, "I'm here."
Yeah, that's when Chihiro goes into the
But yeah.
I like how this stream has just turned into us like talking, having a good time. There isn't much going on in Ghost right now. Really. So we're just chilling out.
Let me know if you guys want to watch the. I don't give a crap. I could play the music video to that new band if anybody wants to play. Watch it.
No, the live stream.
They're not gonna take it
down. They might. I'm choking. Jesus, you said that, and I'm choking. I'm dying.
What the fuck? But yeah. Let's see here.
Fun little thing to tell the chat. I've already told Historia. I'm currently working on bedazzling a Perpetua mask to look like his rhinestone-covered one. Just a silly little thing I'm working on. I ran out of rhinestones, though, which is a shame. I would take a picture of it and show you all, but no fun.
Jeez. Hey, that's cool, man. And I think you said you're gonna have two. So that a rhinestone one
And then the clear one.
The clear, yeah. So that's good.
One day I'm going to turn on this camera and I'm going to be in full either Frata or Perpetua cosplay, and I'm not going to address it. How did I break my phone? I dropped it. It didn't crack, didn't shatter, just stopped. I can hear stuff coming from it, but I can't turn it on. Like it physically, like this. I feel like something is wrong with the screen. Like it just won't show anything. I'm pretty sure the power button's fucked. I needed to upgrade for a while. It was dying slowly.
Jeez.
Rocco can't really access anything related to merch/concerts in my country. Well, I hope us being able to like cover Ghost and invite you to this Ghost-centric community helps in some way. And we're very happy to have you, Rocco.
Goulet says the talent most everyone has is insane. Yeah, a bunch of the artists in the community and
It's so crazy.
DIY people that do all those projects and cosplay,
Cross stitch.
Oh my god. And everyone coming back like, I got cerised, I got a pig.
I did this and I did that.
Well,
I get that.
I watched the Ghoul Bangers Ball video.
Yeah, I went to the first show in Manchester. Oh, I got the photo print from the Manchester show. That was like there was only 200 made of them.
Yeah,
I got one.
I mean, what is it of? Like a wide shot?
It's not an art print. It's just a picture of the stage. You might be able to see the back of my head. It's like a super zoomed out one. It's cool. It's a nice little thing to have. I need a frame for it. If I had a webcam, I'd turn on my camera just to show it off and be like, look, nerd shit. But you'd all see my peach pit shirt and my messy hair, so I'm not letting that happen. I need to pretend I'm cool. As I say while talking about Ghost. For hours at a time.
God. Oh, we're gone for 2. But yeah, man, I think this might be it, for this episode, unless there's any last little things you want to bring up before we head out.
I will say, as one of my last little notes, I'm very pleased with everyone in this community. You all seem absolutely lovely, and thank you all for tuning in and supporting Historia and I and the show in general. You're all fantastic. We wouldn't be where we are without you. Of course, there's the Slelafam Discord to join. Loki did a great job making that, and I believe Bar is an admin for it. And thank you all for the unofficial Discord that both me and Historia are in. It's wonderful. Thank you all. And next week, The Brothers 4, chapters 4 through 7.
Oh, Lord. And same here. Thankful for everybody that shows up and is so kind to us and lets us go on these rambles at the end, even if it doesn't have to do anything with Ghost. And lets Kane go on his Chronicles. But yeah, thank you. So looking forward to next stream with the book. Since you've read ahead a little bit, is there any juicy segments we should be looking forward to? I have
what do you mean by juicy?
Anything comparable to 3?
If you're talking juicy is in content that's really cool that you can sink your teeth into,
yes,
absolutely 100%. I'm kind of upset we're not going to be covering chapter 8. Is there going to be another part where I accidentally moan into the mic? No.
Okay. Okay.
That's not happening again.
I'm grateful for those. You're
Yeah.
devastated for those. But hey,
No,
they
I don't
might
want to do that. You saw my dad in this chat earlier. I don't want that happening when he's here.
just when he's not here. Oh,
Yeah. I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an ear out. I'll have cameras set up. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Are there any more chapter 3? I have no idea. I have not read ahead. I read live,
Mm-hmm.
but Chronicle has.
I'm at chapter 8 currently. Historia is still at chapter 3. As we all know, he can't read. So it's really it's really working
True.
up.
True.
Yeah, it's true, yeah. We have to get an AI to read for him. Historia actually takes a backseat while we're reading.
Oh my god. Chronicle's dad's son's dad. Chronicle's dad's son's
get
dad
it.
would never let him forget it. Oh my god.
It's true. I think he'd look at me funny and just be like, "You dickhead."
But yeah, so we'll resume with the Brothers 4 next week, and that is all for us this week, man. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and thank you all for being here.
All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.
Stay satanized. Love that.